Today's topic, Rainmakers always have a seat at the table. Hi, I'm Doug Holt, author of Your Own Story, and this is your Daily Growth Hack, where each day we give you a tip, trick, or insight to help you up-level what we call the 5 to Thrive. That is your mind, your body, your soul, your relationships, and your business. I was recently talking to a tech entrepreneur, and they were doing great. But the problem that they were having is they didn't have a consistent cash flow coming in. Their marketing was working, their processes were working, but sales just didn't seem to be happening. It seemed to be happenstance. And when we were having a conversation, I asked him, do you have a Rainmaker on your team? And he said, Doug, what is that? Well, a Rainmaker in business or in sales is commonly someone who's able to make it rain. They're able to consistently bring in new business, new leads, and new sales consistently to your business line. Now, when I was talking to him, I said, look, Rainmakers always win. Every business owner needs a Rainmaker, and that's why they can be hard to find. So when a Rainmaker, regardless of the economy, so the economy went down in 2008, and there's a lot of these doomsdayers that say, hey, it's cyclical, Doug. It's very cyclical, and it's going to happen again. It typically happens every 7 or 8 years. Well, we're past that time period, so maybe it'll happen again. But there's one thing I do know, is I know the people that were successful even during the bad times were the Rainmakers. Sure, when businesses had to cut staff, might have to cut, tech or marketing or HR or some employees, but no Rainmakers ever get cut. And the reason Rainmakers don't get cut is because they are the lifeblood of the business. They are driving revenue to a company. And Rainmakers are easy for them to move laterally. These are just the people that make it happen in business. And so if you are in business or you run a business, are you either a Rainmaker or do you have one on your team? And this concept of rainmaking, right? This concept of being someone who can really drive sales and drive business is extremely important, but I think you can be a Rainmaker in other areas. Are you a person that constantly brings value to the process? In your 5 to Thrive, are you your own Rainmaker? Do you always bring healthy food into your work or into your home? Are you the person that cooks? Are you the person that's invaluable? Because at the end of the day, you look at your 5 to Thrive, and of course, we're talking mainly about business now, but again, it can be applied across all spectrums. Are you the person that just that makes themselves invaluable to a business? So in other words, the business can't survive without you. And you can do this in any area. You could be the best mailroom clerk who does things so well and so efficiently that the company just can't leave without you. So even if that company moves, they're gonna take you with them. They're gonna take you with them because you do something that nobody else does. You deliver that extra stuff, that secret sauce, that special thing that nobody else can do. So I want you to I want to ask you, are you a business owner? And if you are, do you have a Rainmaker on your team? If not, that's gotta be one of the first priorities. Obviously, building your own base is huge, but you need a Rainmaker. If you don't have one, you need to be that Rainmaker until you can actually get one on your team. Now, if you're an employee somewhere, are you a Rainmaker? Now, maybe you're not in sales, but are you supporting your company in such a way that the company would crumble without you? Everybody would be lost if you weren't around. If not, why not? Why aren't you becoming that person? Why aren't you becoming an invaluable asset to the business you work in? This is a chance for you to really do it, because remember, regardless of the economy, regardless of what's happening politically, who's the president, where you live, where your business moves to, a Rainmaker always has a seat at the table. That's it for me today. Remember, go over to authorofyourownstory.com, get on our Author of Your Own Story University waitlist. Love to see you in the university. That's it for me. Have a great day, and remember, be the author of your own story. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Growth Hacks. Please put your comments right down below, and remember to click subscribe. This way we can ensure that we're delivering these Daily Growth Hacks right to you each and every day. On behalf of the whole team here, remember, go out and be the author of your own story.